Welcome back to Cox Connections. 3.5 acres of natural beauty that includes gardens, honeybees, and a children's learning area, Fredericksburg Downtown Greens serves as everybody's backyard. And it's home to a special volunteer who recently won a Cox Conserves Heroes Award. We're honored to have Sarah Perry, Executive Director of the Gardens at Downtown Greens, join us today. Welcome, Sarah. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us about Downtown Gardens.
So Downtown Greens is a nonprofit organization started 20 years ago in 1995. And it's in downtown Fredericksburg, and it's a place where anyone can come sunrise to sunset and enjoy the beauty of the garden. We also have workshops, and we have the Youth Garden Club that you mentioned, where kids meet once a week and they have a great time growing things and learning about the earth.
So a little classroom, a little library, and a house, then the gardens themselves.
Sure, yeah, and we also have a music studio that we have a youth marimba ensemble that meets in the basement of the building, and they make beautiful music, and they're teaching now, the kids are, and they perform at weddings, at all kinds of places.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So talk about the location. It's kind of an unusual location, and how did it come to be that Downtown Greens is located where it is?
Well, so Downtown Greens is located in the Darbytown community, which is a community that has always been a lower income part of downtown Fredericksburg. Now it's getting to be kind of mixed income, but we're right beside Section 8 housing, 2 Section 8 housing units, as well as the Boys and Girls Club and the Head Start program. So we're kind of in an ideal place, and we're actually also beside a playground that is the old Walker Grant School playground. And so we also serve as kind of a beautiful walkway through from one place to another place.
And so it's in a wonderful area for children of that community to be able to use it, but how is this wonderful resource operated? Where do your funds come from, and how do you operate?
So we have always been a very grassroots organization, and we're fully funded by donors and fundraisers, and we have 2 staff members to run the whole garden, and it's mostly volunteers that help around the garden to keep it maintained.
And that's community people and college students, all
yeah,
kinds
we're in
of
a
volunteers,
college
retired
town.
people.
Yeah, we're in a college town, so we get a lot of volunteers from the college community, and then also retired folks from the community, and all kinds of people come and volunteer.
Great, and I know one of your volunteers is very special, Jason Gallant.
Yes.
He was recently nominated and won a Cox Conserves Heroes Award.
Yes.
And that came with a cash contribution toward Downtown Greens. Tell us about Jason and what makes him so special.
So Jason is a rare bird who's been with us since the very beginning, and he's someone who's always there. He knows a lot of people in town. He's a contractor, so he's got connections in all areas of the town. And so whenever we need an electrician, we need a plumber, we have issues with anything that goes wrong or we're trying to build up, we talk to Jason, and he's right there ready to help and lend a hand.
And just quietly lending a major hand of support to Downtown Greens.
Exactly. He was one of the big helpers in the big eco-paver project that we had years back, where we covered a 3,000 square foot piece of parking lot with eco-pavers, which are porous pavers that allow the water to run through instead of slicking off like a regular blacktop. So we've done great things with his help.
That's great. Well, congratulations to you and to Jason. Tell us, what does the next year look like for your organization, and what are some of the things you're looking forward to?
Well, in the very near future, in November, we have a fundraiser coming up, one of our 2 fundraisers. It's called the Down Home Ball, and it's on November 14th, and it's from 6 to midnight, and it's an elegant hoedown, is what we call it. So attire can run anywhere from elegant to hoedown, any mix in between sequins, cowboy hats,
Flip-flops.
flip-flops, boots, it could be anything.
That's great. So it's 6 to 12. Where's the location?
It's at Roxbury Mills Garden Center, which is right up the street.
And you have music and
live music. We get about 4 or 5 bands that play usually. Cash bar, hors d'oeuvres, silent auction,
great,
that kind of thing.
And with a budget on a shoestring, this is really an important fundraiser for you.
This really is. This is one of our lifelines, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how can our viewers learn more, and what is it that you need from our viewers to be able to continue your great work?
Well, you can learn more at www.downtowngreens.org, and we're also on Facebook. And the best way to learn more and to be able to help is to come by the garden. We're there Saturdays from 9 to 12 and Thursdays from 3 to 6 p.m. for garden hours. And that's a time that the staff is there and anyone can come and help out in the garden. And that's really how we get the garden looking the way it does. It's maintained by our volunteers.
And so you welcome people who want to give you cash contributions.
Also.
Companies who want to volunteer
Sure.
or give you contributions to support the work you do in the community through the garden.
Sure.
Or volunteers, right?
Sure, yes. All of those things are greatly appreciated.
And probably even you would take donations for your silent auction, right?
We definitely would.
Great.
Yes.
And do people buy tickets for the fall fundraiser, or do they just show up and pay in person?
So you can buy a ticket at the door or in advance, and usually it's cheaper in advance.
Great.
So.
Well, congratulations to Downtown
Thank
Greens.
you.
And Sarah Perry, you're the executive director. Thank
Yes.
you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Good
Appreciate
luck
it.
to you.
Thanks.
And thanks for joining me on this episode of Cox Connections. And before we end, I just want to personally say, on behalf of our 2,400 Virginia employees, thank you for being a customer. We've invested over $1.3 billion in our Virginia network since 2006 to bring you state-of-the-art products and services, and we continue those investments today with more excitement ahead. Thank you for being a customer. Thanks for watching Cox Connections, and have a great day.